Rizzuto Show.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. You're going to want to log on to those webcams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz, because we got a guest in here. I mean, a very, very big movie star. Mr. John Witherspoon is here.
Thank you.
Very big movie star. Biggest movie star we've had in the new studio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
You're the first movie star we've had. So
I feel proud of myself.
You know, somebody put this, I think, the right way. When they see you in a movie,
Right.
they know they're going to love the movie.
Oh, really?
You're one of those guys.
That's a good thing.
And there are very few people like you. When you are in a scene, you know you're going to love the scene.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I say it's you and Terry Crews does the same thing for me.
Oh, yeah, I like Terry.
You light up the screen. I mean, obviously you're most known for being Mr. Jones in the Friday movie.
Friday, yes.
But you have, a long and illustrious career.
Oh, my God. I was back there on Barnaby Jones.
Well, you got your start on the Richard Pryor show.
I had worked before that. I was on Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, one of my favorite. Let me see, where do I have it here? One of my favorite things to play is this. Like, that's my sad music.
The sad
and this
walking
is,
away Hulk.
This is the Hulk walking away at the end of every every episode.
Every episode, yeah.
At the end of every episode, it's this song and Bill Bixby walking down the road.
Yeah. He was such a nice fellow.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He got about
That is funny. Bill Bixby.
He died of cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
He was a good actor.
Pancreatic cancer.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Tough one.
Bummer. Wow, and you worked with Richard Pryor, huh?
Richard Pryor. I used to open for Richard Pryor at the Comedy Store.
Wow.
Richard Pryor would come there for 6 months. He would stay 6 months to work on his album.
Wow.
And Mitzi put me with him. I would go up and do 45 minutes. He'd go up and do an hour and a half, something like that.
Wow. And would he just go up there without trying out material?
Well, he would have his ideas, but
And
that's
just
why
kinda work them
he
out?
worked them out. He would have. He would be there 6 months working them out. He would be there every night.
Wow. And as a comic, I mean, to watch him go through his process.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to have picked up some of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, you'd be around Richard Pryor. It was fun to be around him. I used to MC the second show. David Letterman MC the first show.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard Pryor, I would introduce someone, then walk around, and get the next person who's coming up after this person, find out what they want me to say, how to introduce them. So I look at the back. Richard Pryor sitting in the back. I said, Richard, what are you doing here? He said, Spoon, I come by and see how you doing, man. I'm just around this area. I just stopped by to see how you doing. He said, Spoon, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. I know to walk away because I've been doing this for the last 4 or 5 years with him.
Uh-huh.
That you walk away and you come back, Richard, you want a drink? I get him a drink. He's his little red drink, whatever it is. And so I walk away again. Third time I walk around. I said, Richard, want to go on stage and do 5 or 6 minutes? Nah, Spoon, I don't feel like doing it. I'm just coming by to see how you doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it did. So I walk away, come back. Richard, just go up there and do two minutes. Let people know that a lot of big stars stop by the Comedy Store.
Right.
He said,
Do it for me. Just go up there.
Yeah,
and
just go
do a
up
little
there.
something,
He'd go up there and do an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then he would have his secretary call me the next day and says, tell Spoon, and he says, Spoon, thanks for getting me on stage.
Oh, so he needed that kick in the ass to kind of get up there.
Get up on stage.
Yeah, wow.
Was he shy?
Yeah, he was shy.
He was a shy guy?
Yeah, he was a little shy, yeah. He was just quiet.
But when he was on stage, I mean, he was just a huge personality.
Yeah, he would come out of his bag and be Richard Pryor.
Do you find that most comics are like that?
Some of them are. Yeah. A lot of guys, I don't know, I think that's part of their get up, just be
They're just
real quiet.
That image.
Yeah.
Well, you mean you bring up David Letterman. So, fun fact, David Letterman is a godfather to one of your kids or two?
Well, he's actually, David, I've been knowing Dave for 40-some years. Dave gave my kid a bond when he was a little baby. And then matured, and I sent the kid to college with that bond. I said, man, what kind of bond was that? That was a pretty good bond there.
Oh, like an actual savings bond?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gave him a bond. My son was like about 6 months old.
But Letterman is the same way. You put him in front of a camera. He's this, this giant character. And then,
oh, yeah.
And he lives in Montana now.
He's living. He got 8 homes around the country. Montana is one of his places. He got St. Bart's. He got 16 acres in St. Bart's. St. Bart's ain't but 20 acres.
That's
20
He's got a
acres.
house that is at St. Bart's.
That's his shack. He's got a little shack in St. Bart's. It's 20 acres.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So who's in that whole crew? Like, so it's Richard Pryor. It's you. It's David Letterman.
Robin Williams were there. He was there. Robin Williams. Boy, it was a lot of folks. All the guys, when I first got to the Comedy Store, was Jay Leno. Robin Williams came a little later, though.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't hang with Robin that much. At the Comedy Store, everybody hung together, though.
Right.
But like parties and stuff, we didn't hang out that much.
Did you guys?
I would go to Richard Pryor's house every Sunday when he was there at the Comedy Store 6 months. He'd have a picnic at his house on Parthenium in Northridge.
So who would come to these parties?
It's one of the funniest things. It's actually a picnic. It'd be outside, inside. He had tennis court, basketball court. He had swimming pool, boxing ring. You go in there and box somebody if you want to. but the thing was that Sammy Davis Jr. would come every Sunday in a limousine with a tuxedo on.
Really?
Just to go to a picnic.
Everybody else got shorts on. This is it. He come in there, hi, Martin. He comes there with some tuxedo on. I said, Sammy, relax. Take that tuxedo off. No. I need my tuxedo.
Well, he was a rat packer, man. That they had a certain image to.
Yeah, just in case
Oh.
Frank called, he had to be in a tux. Just in case.
Maybe you want to give us a tune or two when we finish.
Can you picture Frank Sinatra in sweatpants? No.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
No, you picture these guys in a certain,
Yeah.
Look at Sinatra's
With
in
a
khakis,
cigarette.
khaki shorts over there.
Yeah, with a cigarette hanging out their hand.
Yeah.
Ready to sing. I'm ready to go.
You never saw Sinatra's shins.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. So it was always, standing thing. It's Sundays at Pryor's house, at Richard's house.
We would
for a
always go
picnic.
to Richard Pryor's house.
Was it wild?
Everybody was having fun. We played basketball. Richard
is
was kind
fun,
of crazy, huh?
What is fun in was it the 70s?
Yeah, 70s.
What is fun in the 70s? I mean,
Well, we would just, these pretty ladies be around. That's fun for me.
Yeah.
I came from Detroit.
Not much has changed.
I just got there. See, I didn't know all this. There's some beautiful women out there, boy.
So, I mean, from Detroit to Los Angeles.
No, Detroit to New York, and then I went to.
Okay,
Los
so
Angeles.
what's the thing that gets you out of Detroit? Was it I want to be an actor, I want to be a comedian?
Yeah, that, and I left Detroit and moved to New York for about 3 years, and to be an actor and,
be an
and
actor.
a comic. Yeah.
What did your parents want you to do?
They were gone by that time. They were deceased. So,
So you
it was
just on a
like
wing
me
and a
getting,
prayer,
I'm
just-
getting the hell out of here.
Right.
I'm going to see the world now. So that's what I did.
Wow.
I
Just
went
on
to-
a wing and a prayer.
I drove from Detroit. I was supposed to go to Las Vegas. My friends, I tried to get advice from these old guys who I thought knew what the hell they were talking about.
Mhm.
They said, if you want to learn to be a comic, go to Las Vegas first and see what the comics are doing. Go stay there for about a month. So I went to Las Vegas and paid. I bought 30 days at a motel.
Mhm.
I went to the Horseshoe Casino and lost every damn dime I had saved. I said, the hell am I doing here listening to these old dudes? They didn't warn me about losing all my money. So I had to stay in Las Vegas for 6 months.
Because you couldn't afford to get
Couldn't
out.
afford to get out. I had no gas money.
You made good money, but you didn't get to keep any of it.
I lost every damn dime. Thank God I got the place for 30 days.
Right.
I'd have been on the street.
So then you went to New York from Vegas?
No. Detroit, New York, and then back to Detroit, and then I bought myself a car, $150, and drove to Las Vegas.
$150
I was
for a
going
tour.
to L.A. first though, but my friend told me don't stop at Las Vegas.
Stop in Vegas.
And I went and saw these old guys, these comics doing old jokes. So I said, I got the book at home. The jokes they doing, these old jokes.
So what was the break you got? What was the one thing that...
By working at the comedy
moment.
store, you're seen all the time. That's why Bitsy has, in the beginning, she was real kind of crazy who she put on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I know if I become an MC, I'm gonna be on stage
Every day.
every day, and every 15 minutes because the shows were 15 minutes.
Mhm.
So I said I become the MC. I was the second show, MC the second show.
So how did that happen, though? 'Cause
Mitzi asked me, "You want to be an MC?" I said, "Sure."
I mean, you just show up at the Comedy Store one day and I want to go on
no,
stage.
you show up at the potluck night.
Okay.
First, when you ever go, first people that introduce themselves to the comedy store.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up there with, quite looking at. But they didn't have many comics. They would close at 11:30 at night.
Oh, wow.
They didn't have that many comics. But and so I would go up on stage, and then Mitzi said, I came on stage one time. She said, "You want to be the MC? Or, you can work all week for me."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Sure, I get on there. I know I'm gonna be on stage."
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't want to be the MC, see, but they didn't understand. They didn't understand that part.
It's stage time.
Stage time, and nobody can get you off.
Right.
Mitzi's not gonna be there every night.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They need an MC.
They got
It's a
an MC.
guaranteed job.
Guaranteed. Plus, you getting paid. Because Mitzi didn't pay anybody. That's why we had a strike.
Oh, that's
Mitzi
right.
didn't pay anyone.
So when you were MC, she didn't
I
pay
don't
you?
get paid for MCing.
Okay.
So I had my rent paid.
Right. I mean, was it great money? Was it?
No. At least you get enough. My rent was $130, and at that time, in 1974, I had a beautiful apartment for $130 a month.
Wow, nice.
And left New York, I had an apartment for $150. A studio, but it had a doorman. I had a doorman. Hi, Jesse, as I walked past.
That's,
Made you feel good.
And she wasn't paying the comics?
No, didn't pay the comics, but she paid the waitresses. She paid the help, the food, people who serving the hot dogs and stuff, hamburgers. And we said, "Why they come to see us? Why would we not get paid?"
Mm-hmm.
She didn't believe in it. She
And-
said, "This is a college.
Oh, so it's a education.
You're getting paid an
You
experience.
You're getting paid an experience.
I'm getting you on my stage, and you getting paid." After a while, everybody said,
Don't work that
What's
way."
wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
What's wrong with this picture?
But she was a notorious, hard ass when it came to who gets on what stage, what time they get on.
Yeah.
You had to be in the club.
Oh, yeah.
How did you
she had
get
her
to be in that
favorites.
club?
I wasn't in the club. I was an MC.
Hmm.
She liked me being an MC, see.
But not in the inner circle.
But I didn't want to be in the inner circle.
Right.
She would control people's careers.
Mm-hmm.
See, she controlled people's careers, and I never did want that.
Yeah, it's a lot of power to wield
Yeah, she had a lot of power.
for one person.
Even at this point, did you know that this was just a stepping stone for you? That you
Oh,
were like,
yeah,
I'm
that's
just going
what
to
I
go from
did.
this to this to
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Because that's what that place was for so many people.
Yeah. I know if I was in this club, because people come from everywhere looking for comics, looking for people to work on these movies, to be in these movies. That's why I got all them jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Good Times, What's Happening, Sanford and Son. I was on Sanford and Son when Fred Sanford moved to he did another show after Fred Sanford and Son. And the movies, I got those jobs. I mean, Robert Townsend, they didn't know me unless I was at the club.
Right.
So I got I got all those. They didn't get much money, but I didn't care.
Yeah, but just looking at your, list of credits from TV to movies, you've had steady work for, years and years since the 70s.
Because I took all those jobs. I didn't turn them down because they didn't pay much. That's a good experience for me to be in these jobs.
Did you have a backup plan in case it didn't work out?
I used to be a home improvement expert.
Uh-huh.
I can do all that stuff. But I wasn't planning on going back there.
Right.
No.
See, I say, having you got to have a backup plan. And we've said this on the air before. Having a backup plan, I don't think that's a great idea.
No, you can't have it because you don't
got to
work
be
as hard.
focused.
Yeah.
You got to be focused because this is it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it, and if not, I am screwed.
I'm in trouble.
So I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Within limits.
Sure,
Jeff.
Well,
You've told me no. I understand.
Once Sandra Lott was Clint Eastwood's girlfriend 30 years ago. So Sandra Lott was directing this movie called Rat Boy. So he come to the comedy store look for comics to be in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's, Clint Eastwood coming out. That is really something because she was there with him. See?
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood and Sandra Lott. So Mitzi had everybody on the showcase but me. She didn't have me on the showcase because I was the MC.
Right.
So it was 8 o'clock. Clint Eastwood's been sitting in the back and everybody kissing his butt. and so it was 8 o'clock and there's only about 10, 12 people in the audience. And so the comics don't want to go on with that many people in the audience. So Mitzi said, Johnny, go up to the stage and do some time and keep the people occupied until we start the showcase.
Uh-huh.
It was a showcase with about 15 guys. So I went up there, man, and killed. These people were laughing so hard. So I come off stage, so Mitzi said, okay, start the showcase. So Clint Eastwood said, I want him.
Wow.
She said, "What do you mean he's just the MC?" He said, "I want him. He's the one I want on to be in."
So Clint Eastwood picked you out.
Picked me out and gave me about 3 jobs.
Wow.
And I did that show. I was in Bird. I did Rat Boy, Bird, and there was another movie I was in. I can't remember now.
Wow.
But that was amazing. Missy was mad. What did you do? What did you say?
Say
I
nothing.
didn't say
I just did
nothing.
my job. You
I
told me
didn't
to go up there. I
Yeah,
did my thing.
I did my thing. It was good. So that's what you get when you work at a comedy
Right.
store like that. You
Well,
know,
and she passed away last year, or was it earlier this year?
I think it was last year, wasn't it?
And now her son, Paulie Shore,
Paulie.
is taking over the Comedy Store.
I don't know if he's. I haven't been over there in 20.
That's what I thought we
Yeah,
did.
we just saw
We just
that
saw
a couple
that.
days ago. It was announced he
Yeah.
is taking her role. Yeah.
This year,
Right.
April.
Well,
this
he
year.
doesn't know the new comics. I don't know what would he be doing. Mincy was there every night. Not every night, but she was there all the time. I think Paulie's still on the road, isn't he?
I don't know.
I
if
don't
he's
know.
doing- He had a documentary that came out. I don't know if you saw
Really?
this. It was
No.
him on the road, and it was, I forget what it was called. Was it called just Paulie?
I don't
Because he
remember.
was in here and to talk about it, and it was depressing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'd be going to like North Dakota playing these, little shows and kind of
Wow.
trying to hang out with the locals and not the
Yeah.
Paulie Shore of the 80s and early 90s,
Right.
MTV Paulie Shore.
Yeah, right. He's a different guy now. Now, I saw him on some in some magazine or some special. Does he have a balding head now?
He was wearing a bandana.
It is going.
Yeah, I think he's doing the bandana.
But he
thing.
had tons of hair when when he was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
But
know
now
what?
he's got some strings hanging across his head now.
Yeah, I think he's combing that, from one end to the
He's
other.
got the cartoon comb over. Yeah.
Oh, that's really.
I just
I
want to
didn't-
say, go see. I just want to plug your shows real
Yeah.
quick. Helium Comedy Club, 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. You got 7:30 and 10 o'clock tonight, 7:30 and 10 o'clock tomorrow. HeliumComedy.com is the website. And Mr. John Witherspoon, I'm sure that people always come up to you and are quoting Friday lines.
Oh my God!
Is that the big thing?
Friday and then Boomerang. I get all that. I get
let
bang,
me just-
bang, 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 bang.
I just want to play a little bit of your kitchen scene from Friday. This is the best.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. All the chicken. All the pig feet. All the collard greens. All the hog maws. I want to eat some of them chitlin. I love pig feet.
Was that written down that way,
Well-
or were they just like, all right,
No,
here's the idea, do it?
see we ad lib a lot of those things.
Uh-huh.
See, they had all the eggs and all the bacon. I said, no, you gotta be crazier than that. I said, all the chitlins, collard green, pig feet, hog maws. I said, what was it? It was one thing. I said, lucky you didn't eat the cow on the pet meal box. So we ad lib, and you can see all that on the
blooper reel?
director's cut.
Yeah.
They got the other reel of stuff we didn't use. So many things you could have used, but they just got them. Just used that one about the pig feet.
That's amazing.
There are tons of lines that I in my everyday life that I quote. I mean, for example, when he throws away the cereal when there's no milk, you better put some water on that ish.
You gotta put some water on that.
I mean, here's a movie with the guy from NWA with Ice Cube,
right.
who I don't think he acted in really much before that.
I think there was a couple. He
I
had a
mean,
couple
this
things.
was
Yeah.
his movie. It was him and Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for you, was it just a job?
Well, I think I worked on that job. I think I worked a total of 5 days.
Wow.
So the movie was shot in 20 days. The whole movie, everything. They didn't have no money.
Well, think about Friday. Think about how many real scenes there are. How many settings?
Yeah.
It's really not much.
No, it wasn't.
It's a couple
Not much.
bedrooms out in
Yep.
front of the house.
Yep. And we didn't get any money on that movie. I made $5,000 off
Until the second one.
that. Second one made $400,000. That's not much in Hollywood.
Yeah, but
In Hollywood, that's no money.
that's a significant raise from the first one.
yeah,
be
oh
a
my God.
bump in pay is what we
They had
had.
to give us some money. They made so much money off of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They couldn't say we're gonna give you 10,000. They couldn't say that.
You want
We're
Mr.
gonna
Jones
double
coming
your
back?
pay.
Yeah, we're gonna double your pay or triple it to give you 15.
Now I'm sure Ice Cube and Chris Tucker got a little more.
No, Chris Tucker didn't
wasn't
come
in
back.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
was-
Chris Tucker
yeah.
wasn't in that.
Yeah, he bailed.
He got with Jackie Chan.
That's-
Oh, that's right. Started doing
he
those.
got
That's
20
when-
million.
That's when
Right.
Mike Epps joined.
That's
Mike
right.
Epps, yep, he went out and got Mike Epps.
Well, yeah, you and Ice Cube are the only ones in all three movies.
Oh yeah. I'm his daddy, so they will be shooting them. They say they're going to shoot in the latter part of this year.
Another one?
The fourth one. Yeah.
And the rumor was is Chris Tucker's back now, right?
Or I don't think.
You don't think?
You know what? Chris Tucker, he and Jackie Chan are about to do the fourth. What is the name?
Rush
Hour. Yeah, they were doing the fourth one. So
he was having some monetary issues.
Well, he made so much money. I just cannot believe.
I can't believe
any
it either.
kind of monetary, of all things, not monetary.
He was,
But I
crying
heard
that he was having some tax
That's
issues.
right, taxes. Yeah.
I mean, he probably just got in bed with the wrong people.
I don't know what he could have done to lose $60 million. I mean, what could you do? But he gave a lot of money away to the churches and all that stuff.
Yeah, but too much.
But how
You
much?
got to keep some for yourself.
You got to give some money to yourself.
The church of you.
Yeah.
You got to take care of yourself first. Look in the mirror and pray.
Right.
That these people ain't gonna get all my money.
You know what, though?
He gave a lot of money away.
With somebody like Richard Pryor, who, you knew very well, who had all these, notorious drug problems.
Yeah.
How did he wind up keeping all his money? Or
Well, he didn't keep all his money. But Richard would go out and buy a house. That's his house. He bought this house in Athenia, big 3-4 acres, beautiful place. He would screw a lot of money up too.
Yeah. But he was so iconic, I guess he could.
He worked so long. I mean,
right.
Chris Tucker only worked three rush hours and then one Friday, and he did it's a couple other movies, but he made his most money on rush hour.
Yeah, and the
So
difference
to
between
lose
a
that-
Chris Tucker and Richard Pryor, as you're alluding to, Richard Pryor just all of his demons, all of his problems, he kept working. Like he was
kept working.
always out there, always on the
He
road.
always worked.
And he could always make the money up, whatever he, whatever
Then
he
he'd go
lost.
on tour with his comedy show.
Yeah.
And he went on tour with his comedy show. So he would make a lot of money. But they spend a lot of money. Them cats, they don't know how to. You see these rappers with all this jewelry on their necks and 2 watches on each hand, each arm, 2 watches each.
Listen, I just want to save, man. I'm worried about paying for college for my kids.
That's me.
I got a 401k and an IRA. Come on, man.
I was broke when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep working. Oh my God.
How long you think it'll be working for?
Till I drop on stage.
Okay.
I'm not going to quit.
No.
I was too broke when I was a kid. I used to wear 2 left boots to school, 2 left boots. So I got to keep working. I don't want to ever go back to that. And one of them had a high heel.
Do you ever think,
Sir, I'm not really sure those were yours. Just so you know.
One of them was, but the other one I don't think was mine.
Are you able to relax? Like, what do you do to relax? You go away on vacation?
I relax. I usually go to the south of France, but I haven't gone in about 3 years now. So this last year, I'm tired of flying 11 hours to reach Paris. My wife goes. I told her, you go ahead and you have a good time. But we have people we know over there and all that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she flies to Nice, and we have a place in Aglière. This is a place where my friend lives, and he got about 4 or 5 bedrooms, and so she got her own room over there.
So what do? You just hang out, drink some wine?
I like cars, so I have a mechanic come by and work on my cars. I don't work on myself. I watch him work.
Right.
so I love that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is relaxing, having somebody else do your work
Yeah.
for you. I like mowing my lawn. Actually, I like watching the guy mow my lawn at home.
I got a guy doing that too. So
it's like I'm doing some yard work.
Yard work really relaxes me. I sit down and watch somebody do it.
But you know what? I don't know the parts of the car, but I do know how to drive it. But
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
know. I like to wash it. Sometimes I wash my own car. I'll wash it.
Well, I think we learned something that there's going to be a new Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be
how about
another
that?
Friday.
Yeah.
And
super exciting.
Cuba's doing excellent on this big three basketball.
Yeah, he is. I actually sat down
really
and watched
good.
some the other day
Yeah.
of the former NBA players. It's the 3-on-3.
Is it catching on?
It's pretty,
really
it's
awesome.
pretty
I
awesome.
have 15,000 people in the arena.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's really cool.
And it's just half court, right? I think I've seen it.
Half
once.
court. They got
just do
new
half court.
rules and old players that used to play.
Yeah, but it moves really fast.
Is
Yeah, it does.
is
Yeah.
Iverson still playing?
I don't know if he was a player coach last year.
He
Yeah, I
was a
think
player
he's just a
coach.
coach now.
But I think he went up down that court. that half court and it gets kind of winded.
Yeah.
You don't practice.
Practice.
You don't practice.
All right, I want to thank you for stopping by.
My
It was
pleasure.
a pleasure to talk to you, and I want you to go see Mr. John Witherspoon at the Helium Comedy Club this weekend. 2 shows tonight, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. 2 shows tomorrow, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. HeliumComedy.com. What else are we plugging?
I
Any
have
websites or
I have a
Twitters or-
cooking show on YouTube.
Oh, really?
It's called John Witherspoon Cooking for Poor People.
So what do you
when
make?
Because
Well, I'm
when you're
signing up
hungry,
now.
everything tastes good. So I cook a bunch of crap.
Well, like boot soup? Like, here's how you boil
No,
a
chicken
boot.
feet and rice.
Oh, yeah. My wife cooks chicken feet.
Chicken
Makes
feet.
broth out of it. Yuck.
They love, oh, man, if you're hungry, chicken feet would be good. You
Sure.
tear them feet up.
You don't do that hog mound, do you? Do you
Not
cook
yet.
the hog mound?
Not yet. Not
Well, I
yet.
had to look that up. No, thank you.
What is it?
It's like this: the stomach lining of a pig
Yeah,
or
the
something.
stomach of a pig, yeah.
Stomach of a pig, more specifically, it is the exterior muscular wall of the stomach organ.
Yeah, it's hog maws.
Well, isn't it?
Then you have chitlins, there's the
that's
guts of the
intestine,
of the
right?
pig, yeah. Uh-huh.
This is fat-free if it's done properly. it says.
No, I've seen on cooking shows them cook chitlins, like fresh
No,
ones.
I didn't cook chitlin yet.
They take a hose, like a garden hose, and put it at one end and turn the hose on,
Just blast it out.
blast all the duty out of the.
Yeah, you gotta rinse that. You gotta rinse that stuff out.
Blasting the duty.
They blast the
Yeah.
duty out of the intestine, cut it up, and cook it and eat it.
But if people, a lot of people don't use that garden hose. They just take as much as they can out and then hit that sucker in some hot water.
Well, you know what? The garden hose idea ain't a bad,
That's
ain't a
a-
bad idea.
Damn,
Blast it
I've
out.
never heard that idea, but that's
Now
a
you know.
good idea.
You
That's
heard
the
it here.
best boy. Yeah,
From the white guy in the studio.
that's pretty good.
Cook chitlins.
All the hog maws, all the chitlins, all the pig feet. I want some of them pit chitlins.
We appreciate it. HeliumComedy.com. That's John Witherspoon, everybody.
Thank you.
Show.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.